Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a new mod map tour of American Falls. This is a map by Lancey Boy, 427.01 megabytes to download for all platforms. I'm going to go ahead and start off by reading the description, then we'll go ahead and get into it. So it says, welcome to American Falls. You have a big job to do on this map. The previous owner here once had a farm in Illinois called Stone Valley. He came here looking for work, and American Falls needed a farmer. So he was given a chance and did a fantastic job running the area. The local residents helped him out here, or helped him out where they could, and the business loved working with him. Then all of a sudden, he was gone. He had sold all of the equipment that belonged to the American Falls community and all the land along with it. Luckily, he didn't sell the trailer where he once lived. The American Falls community has been informed that you took over Stone Valley as well, managing to get that farm running in tip-top shape, and your help is needed again. The reason you have been brought here is because American Falls needs a great farmer like you. Unfortunately, there is little money in the pot, just enough to get you going. There's no equipment to spare, so you'll have to do local contracts to slowly regain the trust of the community. Use your earnings to buy new farming equipment and eventually buy the land back. Are you up for the challenge? Can you regain the trust of American Falls? Well, on a final note, I want to say thank you to my true followers who supported me over the years and stood by me, but this will be my final map for FS22. No more mods and maps will be made by myself. And then let me go ahead and just scroll down here a little bit. There's a lot going on. Oh, wow, there's a lot more notes down here. Then it also goes on, or he also goes on to say, all fields are fictional. Don't sell animal farms. Start up the shop gates won't open until 9 a.m., but will open and close as normal after 8 a.m. And close at 1600, so 4 p.m. There's a mud system, which is optional if you're on PC, field floods, riverbank floods, working road cat eyes, which is the little guys in the middle of the road. So now stay on your side of the road. 4 new custom crops: alfalfa, rye, flax, and clover. And then going on from there, we also have 4D modding, Erie Agri modding, custom slurry textures, new well-made corn, maize crops by Benji FS, soybeans in rows, start from scratch and farm manager added. Cows can produce manure, pigs can produce manure, 12 custom farm placeables added, 8 selling points, 1 bale selling point, 1 log selling point, alfalfa silage clamps added, Oxygen David custom lighting, paintable field added, brand new design models by Lancey Boy, AI helper added, 50 fields, 4 forestry areas, 2 productions added, seasons visuals, collectibles, all lands purchased before using animals in farm areas. So I understand most of that, but some of that I do not, but it's all in there. So there you go. Required mods, it has 2 required mods: the American Fermenting Silos by Vertex Design and the Pickup Header Pack by BC Bueller. So easy peasy to get those guys all downloaded, but let's go ahead and take a look at the map here. So pretty sweet. I like it. New farm mode. We have this, basically these guys right through here. So we own some of that land there, which is basically just town area. It looks like, yeah, just town area. So again, just like they said, in new farm mode, you are starting off with pretty much nothing, which is kind of a creative way to go about it. We do have a truck right here though, which is kind of nice. So I like that. But yeah, we start off right here at our house. So we have to start from here and go from there. Land is expensive as well. So good luck with that one. So you may have to start off doing some contracts to start off your new farm mode. Obviously, you can always use like easy dev tools, which is these guys here, to add some money if you're on PC, or government subsidy if you're on console, if you wanted to go that route, or you could use a different game mode. So there is that if you wanted to do that. But you can see over here, we do have the custom crops. We have flax, rye, alfalfa, and clover over here. So going down here, in seasons, the growth calendar looks pretty standard. You see we have the new crops down here. I think, are these all... yeah, these all look pretty standard. Okay. Going in here, going down to the very bottom, let's see what we have for new stuff. We have flax straw, flax, alfalfa, fermented, alfalfa hay, rye, compost, canola. Well, canola should be up here. What's different about these 2 canolas? I'm not sure. So I'm not sure why the canola is down here again. Soybean straw, clover windrow, and clover hay windrow. So there you go. Starting out, we just have the Lizard pickup 1986. We have no other vehicles other than that one. We do start with $100,000, no starting loan, very little land and equipment and such. There are, of course, contracts, which that's a good one to start out if you're looking to make some money right off the bat and get going. No production trains you own starting out. There are 100 collectibles to be found on the map. I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to turn that off right there. So we are going to drive around the map. You can see kind of our starting farm area. We have our trailer right up here, actually, which is this guy, Sleep Trigger, and then we have a neighbor right here. But yeah, oh, I have my eye tracker on. I totally forgot about that. It's gonna drive me crazy if I do that from in cab. There we go. We're good out here. Okay, so we're gonna drive around this map and take a look at everything. Oops, that we can possibly take a look at on here. So obviously we're up here at the top. What we're probably gonna do, we have the, by the way, the spinnery right next to us. So kind of checking out that while we're over here. We'll probably take a left, head past all this stuff, head up here, then head down, over, up, and then over. I think that's a good route for us. So right here we just have a petrol tank and a water tank. Oh, and there are animal pens on the map, so I do want to kind of show off where those are at. So what I'm going to do real quick is just purchase all of the land to us. Then we go on the menu. It should show off where the animal pens and everything are. So we have, yeah, we won't miss anything this way. So since I bought that, there's now a barn garage. So that's basically a farm right there. There's also a silo and a barn garage right there, which is going to give you the ability to... And those are the cat's eyes in the middle of the road, if you didn't know what those were. Those guys right there. I don't feel anything going over them. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. But here's that farm on the right-hand side. You can see a lot of silos and different stuff in there. Or not silos, excuse me, a lot of sheds and different stuff in there. We have your silo, your farm point in there, or your... Good Lord, I can't talk. Your farm garage point in there, so you can repair your vehicles if you buy that farm and do all that sort of stuff. I haven't recorded a farm sim video in a while, so I feel like, well, I guess not. That's not technically not true because I did some at PAX, but I feel like I've forgotten how to talk. There's a collectible right over here. There we go, right here, floating in that field. I like it. I don't think I was about to get hit by a car. Okay, so as we go up this way, we have ourselves the sawmill on the right-hand side. So we have that set up there for us. We also have a gas station. Behind the gas station, we have a fermenting silo, a sheep pen, and a small petrol tank. So we might drive around and see if we can't take a look at that. So sawmill right here. Let's try to drive around this kind of back road. There's so much good detail on this map as well. This is kind of a sheep farm here. We have the fermenting silo there. You see the petrol tank there, or the fuel tank there, and we have the sheep right here dead in front of us. So you can do that sort of stuff here if you'd like to. There's the fuel point there on the right-hand side as well. We'll just drive back down this way out of this farm. And take a left here. All right, so stuff we have to take a look at to make sure we're not missing anything. So up here behind us, we'll drive up there and take a look at that. There's a biogas plant, which has the biomethane station, electric charging station. Better Earth Products, that's probably a buy point there for stuff, and Falls Garden Center. And then we also have some greenhouses up over here. So there's the garden center sell point there, and then looks like maybe, yep, some buy points. Or a buy point, I should say, right there for us to use. Greenhouses here on the left-hand side. And then, oh, that's the road we wanted to go up right there. Is that? I thought that might have been... I thought that would have been kind of creative. That was like a police officer sitting on the side of the road as kind of a decoration. That would have been kind of nifty. But I think it's just a car. Alright, so up around here. Here's our biogas area. Oop, I didn't want to get that air there. Got the endpoints here, which is great. Bunker silo here. Another endpoint here, it looks like. Electric charging station there. Biomethane station dead ahead. So, nice little biogas area. Actually, looks really well designed. To be honest, it looks quite nice. So let's head out this way, then we're going to head just south on the map. Take a look at some of that stuff down there at the bottom end of the map. A lot of good details on here. There's even... I like that the lines aren't just a double yellow, so it looks like I'm allowed to pass here. I'm not sure why the other lane's not allowed to pass going through here, but regardless of that, obviously it's just the farm sim map, but still quite cool. I like it. Right around to you. Oh, now the other direction's allowed to pass. I'm not allowed to pass going down here. If you didn't know how the lines worked, I guess I should say. I'm not sure how it is in other countries, but that's how it is in the US. All right, head down this way. Kind of a low point in the road there. That corn texture. I feel like it looks different than it typically does. I love how it's moving around as much as it is. Okay. Nice rock decorations there. A couple, or actually just one small field there. All right, we are down here at the bottom. So dead ahead, you can see the farmers markets in the back. We can kind of see the building from where we're at. Then we have the dairy up front. On the left-hand side, we have a silo. Then we also have the carpentry point, and then we have the agro grain. So we turn this way. silo right there, agro grain, and then there's the carpentry point right there for us. So just a few things in this little corner of the map down there. You can see the decorations and kind of beyond, the mountains in the background, everything like that. It kind of also it kind of makes you feel almost maybe Montana-esque. That's kind of how I feel when I get on this map. There's American Falls Machinery, which I believe is the shop. Yep, it is. There's your vehicle shop right there. And we do have the nice Ooh, that guy's going for it. We do have a nice railroad track right here. I'm going to cross it before we get stuck one side or the other. But I don't believe you can drive the train yet. No, the train is just decorative, but as we go through and do its thing. On our right-hand side, we have a seed production point. We also have a grain mill, Falls Grain, Falls Logging Service. So Falls Grain is just right there on the left-hand side. The seed production is just in the back. Then what else do we have through here? That's right, we had Falls Logging Service, and that's that one right there, so you can sell logs there. And then again, we have the grain mill that's tucked away back there in the back of this building here. So there you go, quite a few things going on. Now, is this where I wanted to turn? It is. So what I'll do is I think this might be, I think that's a little, well, I guess I can drive through their parking lot. I thought that was a little road there, but it's not. I can just drive through their parking lot though, so no big deal. But driving through here, trying not to hit the pedestrian as best as possible. On the other side of this, I should have driven around that side. There's the We Buy Anything point, the Falls Clothing Warehouse, and then dead ahead, right there is Harris's Garage, and then we also have another fuel point right here. So we have that right there going for us. What we'll do is we'll head up this way, head up towards the back, towards the top of the map, and then we'll take a right. I love that water feature they have there on the left. That looks fantastic. I like all that set up there. Just the detail is nice. I like that. On our right-hand side, we kind of have another farm here. There's going to be a cow barn, water tank, fermenting silo, and a flat bottom bin over there. So you have a few things going on here. Nice little cow farm here if you wanted to buy that. And our trailer where we live and start out is just around the corner to the left here. So if you drove down that way, that would take you straight over to our trailer, which has a nice little railroad bridge that goes across the area there. Right, if we head up this way. So we've taken a look at most everything, so we just have a couple things over here. So on the left-hand side coming up, we have a kind of another cow barn, it looks like. Or a cow farm, excuse me. We'll drive up there. It's kind of hard to see it from the road. So you have a cow pasture. You have a fuel tank there. You also have a couple of different sheds, a fermenting silo, it looks like. And is there anything? Oh, we have chickens around the back, too. So chickens around the back. You can see them just through the trees, just below the weather, up on the top right-hand side on the bar there. You can see it just there. The sun's right pointing at it right now on that bar. But yeah, that's the chicken pasture just up over there. Head back down this way. I like kind of just the natural feel to it. There's a good natural feel to it. I like this. I like this map quite a bit. It looks nice. It's always nice to get a good American map that feels very, very American, very, very good in that way. Here on the right-hand side, the last thing we have to take a look at is the bale selling station, American crop selling station, and the animal dealer is going to be in the very back. And I am going to pull over on that note, and I'm going to go into flight mode so we can take a nice flyover of this map. So again, you have your animal dealer back here. You have your bale sell point, and bales are up front. And then what was the back? American crop selling station there. Bales up front, American crops in the back. So there you go. The edge of the map is kind of, it looks not great from up here, but when you're down on the map, it looks fantastic how it's done, because if you're down here actually on it, it looks like the map kind of looks like there's stuff going on in the distance. So I like that. Really well done, honestly. We got some bigger fields kind of up this way. That's our cow barn there, and that's the chicken pen. That's kind of part of that cow barn. A nice little stream. A lot of good water features on here, which I always like on a map, so I do appreciate those being on here. But yeah, as we come across here, there's the railroad track going through, some forestry through there if you wanted to do it. We got the BGA up over here. We also got our greenhouses, a few other things going on. Nice little farm in the back. That's the pig farm there. Go down through here. It looks quite nice. Another farm right here. I believe this is just arable probably, because I don't think there's any animals at that one. There's our starting trailer right there, where we started out. The spinnery right there. Nice railroad bridge. This comes back across over to, we have another kind of a cow farm here. Then we'll head down. We were over there, so we'll head down this way. A lot of good fields on here, plenty of space. If you're on console, you could probably plow some of those little areas together and stuff like that to make it more AI worker friendly. Like, I'm sure you could plow some of this all into one field to make it more AI worker friendly. Just get rid of those trees there. Another little kind of town area down here with some various sell points and such. And I love this kind of this train depot, even though you can't use the train. But no, they're speaking of the train. There's the train going by right now, and that is a very long train, which is very typical of America. So those things closed. I feel like those things closed late. Maybe it's because I wasn't nearby, but those things closed late, I feel like. Oh, they closed late and they opened early. Look at that. Oh, they're still closed. Interesting. Huh. Anyhow, moving on. We got the vehicle shop there. More fields through here. Some more sell points and production points are down in this corner here. Farmer's market, dairy, that sort of thing. Head up this way. This gets us kind of back closer to where we kind of started off again. So again, down that way is our trailer. And yeah, there we go. And I do like this little kind of like stream that kind of rolls through here. Yeah, I like that. Looks quite nice. I like how it has different split. This is very, yeah, I think the feeling I get, it's kind of very Montana-esque. Let me know down in the comments what state it kind of reminds you guys of, but very cool. I like it a lot. But there you guys go. That is what I have for you. That is American Falls. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.